So I've been noticing a lot of fellow YouTubers on here that review films have been posting very funny, comical intros to Jackass 3D, and I wanted to do something a little more personal to me and actually show you guys shenanigans that I pulled with my friends at 14 and 15 to try to imitate Jackass, because you know there's that warning, but nobody really cares.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. When you get knocked down, you gotta get back up. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know enough to know if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. I lit my brain with rock gut whiskey till my pain was chicken fried. And I had dudes with badges frisk me, teach me how to swallow pride. I took advice no fool would take. I got some habits I can't shake.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 364. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Jackass 3D. Jackass 3D is directed by Jeff Tremaine, and it stars the usual gang of misfits. We have Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn, Steve-O, Chris Pontius, Preston Lacey, Wee Man, Ape and Phil, whole bunch of other people in this. Dave England, the huge. Jackass 3D follows the same formula that the first two films followed, as well as the television series, which is you sit down in the theater for 90 minutes, you watch a series of skits and sketches that these guys have pulled off, some of them pretty elaborate, some of them embarrassing, some of them gross, some of them, or most of them, hilarious, and some of them to the unsuspecting public, and what ensues is 90 minutes, for me at least, of pure joy and entertainment. Watching Jackass 3D, if you're a fan of the first two and you are a fan of the television series, you're going to like this one as well. No question about it. If you don't like the TV series and if you don't like the first two films, you're not going to like this. It's the same brand of humor that you've always had. And I thought to myself watching this movie, the credits rolled, and I thought to myself, day in and day out I review bad comedies, or comedies that I don't think are funny, that have fart jokes, dick jokes, people getting hit in the balls, people getting punched, that just aren't funny to me, and I always make fun of that type of humor. So why, after 90 minutes of watching people getting hit in the balls, punching each other in the face, causing physical pain to one another, seeing people barf and have shit and just everything fly out at you, why is this so much more funny? And I think that there's three reasons why Jackass 3D works so well. One, I think that at the end of the day when you're watching this stuff, these are all skits, at least for me personally, and for most guys I think that love Jackass. It's stuff that we would want to do, but don't have the courage or the balls or the groups of friends brave enough to attempt this sort of stuff. And I think watching it really makes me want to be part of this gang of guys that are just going out causing all this stuff. I mean, the scenes in the trailer, the duck hunt scenes where they're just shooting paintballs at the guy flying through the air, that looks awesome. It all looks like so much fun to me, and even though they're getting hurt and stuff, they're still having a blast, which I think is the second reason why it works so well, is that this group of guys is not just a bunch of random guys getting together hurting each other. These are all best friends, and I think their friendship is so expertly shown in this film especially. One of the opening scenes is the high five sequence that you see in the trailer, and Ryan Dunn is one of the first guys to get it, and the second he gets hit, and he gets hit hard in the face and hits the ground, he doesn't go, that hurt, what are you doing, you jerks? He starts laughing because they get it, they get each other, and I think their friendship really shines through the film, and I think that by the end of this film, there's a very nice little sort of a montage that's shown of these guys when they're younger, and you just see how great of friends these guys were growing up, and that they've stuck through it all these years. And I think that brings me to my third point as to why this feels so much fun for me, is that I think in the same vein of a film and I know this is a random comparison, a film like Toy Story 3, where I think the film is incredibly well done, but I think one of the reasons Toy Story 3 works so well is that it has such a nostalgic feel to it. I mean, the opening sequence of Toy Story 3 is literally the opening sequence of the first film, just shown in actual CGI animation. And I think Jackass 3D has this nostalgic feel that I was remembering being a 14, 15-year-old, pulling the stunts that I showed you at the beginning of this review, and it made me just remember how much I liked this series and how much I enjoyed watching these types of films, that revisiting it feels like you're revisiting old friends again. And I think Jackass 3D is an absolute blast. I think it's very, very funny. There are some very gross moments in the film. The 3D is actually quite nice in the film. It's not mind-blowing or anything, but it's better 3D than most of the stuff I've been seeing lately. I give Jackass 3D a very strong 4 out of 5. If you like the series, you're going to love this one. Hey guys, I will see you tomorrow for my 365th review. That's 1 year, people. I'll see you then.